Ladies and gentlemen, close your eyes for a moment. Picture the dream that lives in your heart, the one that keeps you awake at night, that sets your soul on fire. Now imagine it's already yours. Feel the weight of success resting on your shoulders. Feel the joy of achievement pulsing through your veins. The world has already delivered what you desire. How does that feel? That feeling right there. That is your most powerful weapon. Because when you act as if it's already yours, you summon the unseen forces that make dreams real. Throughout history, those who have achieved greatness understood one secret truth. Success is first earned in the mind long before it manifests in reality. You see, when you act as if your dream has already materialized, you condition your subconscious mind to accept it as fact. You eliminate doubt. You silence fear. You radiate confidence. And the universe responds accordingly. When you carry yourself as a person of success, opportunity begins to notice you. When you speak with certainty, doors open that once seemed sealed shut. When you believe, truly believe, that it is already yours, you align your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions with the frequency of achievement. But let me be very clear. Acting as if is not mere pretending. It is not wishful thinking. It is the disciplined practice of embodying your highest vision every single day. It requires courage. It demands persistence. It calls for an unshakable faith that transcends temporary obstacles. The greats who came before us, inventors, leaders, visionaries, they saw their dreams long before the world did. They spoke with conviction long before the results appeared. They acted as if when there was no proof, no applause, no evidence. And because they did, they turned invisible dreams into visible empires. Today, I challenge you, stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for signs. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Walk, talk, think, and feel as if it's already yours. Because when you do, you activate the very power that makes it so. The stage is set. The moment is now. The question I ask you, will you claim what's already yours? Close your eyes and allow yourself to drift into the inner world where all things are first born. Picture for a moment the greatest dream you hold, the one that stirs something deep inside your chest every time you think about it. It may be the grand business you long to build, the wealth you desire to accumulate, the relationship you yearn to nurture, or the health you seek to perfect. Whatever it may be, know this one true thing: before you can ever hold it in your hand, you must first hold it firmly in your mind. Every achievement that mankind has ever celebrated began in the hidden chambers of the mind. The towering skyscraper began as a simple thought. The sprawling business empire started as a single, unwavering idea. The greatest inventions that revolutionized our lives first existed as mere sparks of imagination. The mind is the workshop where all plans are forged, where dreams are molded into shape, where vision is sculpted with the chisel of belief. This is where you must begin. You cannot attract into your life anything that your mind refuses to accept. The moment you allow doubt to contaminate your thoughts, you weaken the very foundation upon which your success must be built. Doubt is the silent thief that robs you of power before you even take your first step. But belief, pure, unshakable belief, transforms invisible thoughts into visible outcomes. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It accepts as true whatever is impressed upon it with feeling and repetition. Therefore, when you act as if your goal is already realized, you are feeding your subconscious mind the blueprint it needs to summon the resources, ideas, and circumstances that will construct your reality. When you wake in the morning, do you see yourself as the person you desire to become? Do you walk with the posture of someone who has already achieved? Do you speak with the confidence of one who possesses the thing they once only dreamed of? These are not games of pretend. They are exercises in mastery. They are practices that condition your inner world to radiate certainty. And when certainty flows through your being, everything around you begins to bend in your favor. You are not waiting for success to grant you permission to feel powerful. You step into power now. You command your mind to believe that the deal is already done, that the victory is already secured, that the wealth is already accumulated. And as you do, you begin to notice how people respond to you differently. They see in you a confidence they cannot quite explain, an energy that feels magnetic, an aura that draws opportunities from unexpected places. You no longer chase success. Success gravitates towards you. This magnetic pull is not accidental. It is the natural consequence of belief harmonizing with desire. The clearer your mental image, the stronger your emotional attachment to it, the more vividly you see yourself living the life you want. The more powerfully your subconscious mind works to organize the steps needed to bring it into your physical experience. Your mind is not a passive observer of life. It is the chief architect, the commanding force, the master power. Consider the individual who dreams of building a thriving enterprise. Before a single brick is laid, they see the bustling offices, the loyal clients, the overflowing accounts. They see it in such detail that the lines between imagination and reality blur. Every day they wake and act as if the enterprise already stands tall. They dress for it, they speak for it. They make decisions as though the success they desire has already arrived. And by doing so, they program their subconscious mind to generate the creative ideas, attract the right connections, and identify the hidden opportunities that others walk right past. The mental image becomes the seed, and the actions inspired by belief serve as the nurturing water and sunlight that make it grow. Your success story is no different. Whatever you long for can only manifest if you claim it mentally first. The power of acting as if lies in its ability to trick your mind into accepting your desires as present facts. Once your mind accepts something as true, it marshals every faculty to prove that truth correct. It whispers ideas into your consciousness, sharpens your instincts, amplifies your courage, and drives you towards decisive actions that lead you closer to your goal. This is why it is said that success favors the bold. Boldness is not recklessness. It is confidence rooted in mental certainty. When you move with the assurance of one who knows their victory is inevitable, you eliminate hesitation. You silence the inner critic. You drown out the voices that say, "You cannot." And in their place you hear a single, resonant voice that says, "It is already mine." And now consider what happens when you carry this certainty into the world. You approach every conversation with purpose. Your words carry conviction. Your decisions are marked by clarity. You no longer wait for guarantees before taking action. You act first, knowing that action itself creates the guarantees. As you embody this unwavering state, something remarkable occurs. Opportunity begins to seek you out. Opportunity has a keen sense for confidence. It recognizes those who are ready, those who have prepared mentally long before the stage was ever set. When you act as if your goals are already yours, you send out a frequency that resonates far beyond your physical presence. Others sense your certainty, and they are drawn to it. Investors find you trustworthy. Partners see you as a leader. Clients feel safe in your hands. Doors that once remained closed slowly begin to creak open. And the world, in response to your inner state, conspires to deliver what you have claimed. Think of the greatest leaders and visionaries throughout history. Before their names were celebrated, before the world recognized their achievements, they walked in the identity of who they were becoming. They spoke of their visions with such passion that others could not help but believe alongside them. Their certainty was contagious, their belief unwavering. They lived, breathed, and acted as if their goals were already complete. And because they did, the world eventually caught up to their vision. You too possess this power. The key lies not in waiting for evidence, but in generating it internally. Speak of your success as a certainty. Visualize it in vivid detail. Feel the emotions of gratitude as though the prize rests already in your hands. Walk the world not as a beggar of opportunity, but as a creator of destiny. Let every word, every action, every choice reflect the truth you have already accepted in your minding. It is yours. In doing so, you remove the greatest obstacles to success: doubt, hesitation, fear. You replace them with faith, confidence, and unwavering determination. Your energy shifts. Your presence commands respect. And the path ahead, though once uncertain, becomes illuminated step by step. The process is simple, yet it requires discipline. Every morning, reinforce your mental image. Throughout the day, guard your mind against the intrusion of doubt. When challenges arise, respond not with fear, but with the certainty of one who knows that temporary obstacles cannot deter what is already destined. Speak to yourself with authority. Affirm your vision. Engage in actions that reflect your belief. Refuse to entertain thoughts of failure, for failure has no place in a mind consumed by certainty. As you live in this state, you will begin to witness the subtle yet profound shifts in your environment. People will notice your confidence. Opportunities will appear that once seemed hidden. Solutions to problems will surface effortlessly. Resources you need will find their way to you. The world will organize itself around your unwavering belief, responding to the frequency you have chosen to broadcast. Understand that this is not magic, nor is it mere coincidence. It is the natural law at work. Your inner world governs your outer world. The seeds you plant in your mind produce the harvest you reap in your life. If you plant seeds of doubt, you will harvest uncertainty. But if you plant seeds of certainty, nurtured by daily action and unwavering belief, you will harvest abundance beyond your wildest imagination. So I urge you, begin today. But choose to see yourself as already victorious. Choose to carry yourself as one who has already arrived. Speak none of what might happen, but of what is already unfolding. Allow your thoughts, words, and actions to harmonize in the beautiful symphony of certainty. As you do, you will find that what you once pursued will soon be pursuing you. There is a rhythm to achievement, a harmony that exists between the thoughts you think, the feelings you embrace, and the actions you take. This rhythm must be in tune. You cannot think one way, feel another, and act in a completely different direction and expect success to meet you halfway. Life responds to alignment. It responds to unity between your vision, your emotions, and your footsteps. Acting as if it's already yours is not just a matter of mental rehearsal. It's a full-bodied decision to become one with your desire. When the mind believes one thing, the heart feels another, and the body does something entirely different. There is confusion in the signal you're sending to the world. Your energy is divided, your intention is scattered. But when you bring these three powerful elements into one clear, focused beam of direction, you become unstoppable. Thought alone is not enough. Feeling alone is not enough. Action alone is not enough. But when all three come together in unison, they create a magnetic force so compelling that your goal cannot help but be drawn toward you. Picture the image of your goal once more. See it clearly, as if it were playing out before you like a vivid scene in a film. What do you look like in that reality? How do you carry yourself? How do you speak? What thoughts are dominant in your mind? What emotions live in your chest? That version of you, the one who has already achieved the goal, is not someone far off in the distance. That version of you already exists within you, waiting to be activated by alignment. You must think with clarity. Your dominant thought must be singular, focused, and consistent. No divided loyalty. No mental tug of war between maybe I can't and maybe I can't. Your thoughts must constantly affirm, I already am, I already have, it is already done. This is not delusion, this is declaration. When your mind declares truth with enough conviction, your subconscious accepts it, and from that moment on, it begins to orchestrate events in your favor. Then you must feel with intensity. Emotions are the fuel that ignite thought into form. Without feeling, your thoughts are like sparks that never find kindling. But when you feel the emotion of already having the thing you desire, the pride, the gratitude, the joy, the peace, you breathe life into your vision. You give it color. You energize it. The universe doesn't respond to empty words, it responds to the vibration of feeling. Feel rich before the money arrives. Feel confident before the title is granted. Feel loved before the partner appears. Feel strong before the weight is lifted. When you feel it, you claim it. And finally, you must act in alignment. Every step you take must mirror the belief you hold. You cannot say, I am a success, and act like someone who's afraid of failure. You cannot say, I am abundant, and walk around counting pennies. You cannot say, I am confident, and shrink from opportunity. Your actions must be evidence of your belief. If someone were to watch your life for a single day, would they believe that you already have the thing you speak of? Would your movements match your words? This is what separates the dreamer from the doer. The dreamer hopes. The doer embodies. When you act as if it's already yours, your behavior becomes proof of faith. You no longer wait for signs, you become the sign. Your calendar reflects discipline. Your body language reflects certainty. Your habits reflect intentional design. You do not need outside validation to continue forward. You are moved by inner direction, not external approval. The world will try to pull you out of alignment. It will present temporary setbacks. People may laugh. Others may not understand. Circumstances may not look promising. But none of that matters if your internal state is anchored in truth. You must continue to think the thought, feel the feeling, and walk the walk, especially when the results are invisible. The invisible stage is where the roots of greatness grow. It is where faith is forged in the fire of waiting. Keep your mind, emotions, and actions united, and the outcome becomes inevitable. And what of fear? Fear thrives in separation. It creeps in when the mind doubts, when the heart grows cold, when the hands hesitate. But when all three are in agreement, when you think boldly, feel fully, and act decisively, fear has no foothold. Alignment is the cure to fear. Alignment gives birth to courage, and courage opens the door to opportunity. Yet even with alignment, the path will not always be smooth. There will be moments that test your conviction. But these moments are not obstacles. They are invitations to strengthen your inner unity. They are opportunities to reaffirm your thought, to intensify your emotion, and to double down on your action. They are the refining fire that purifies belief from doubt, power from passivity. Welcome them. They are signs that your manifestation is in progress. But to sustain this alignment, something deeper must take root, and that is faith. Not the kind of faith that is passive and uncertain, but the kind that is bold and unshakable. The kind of faith that holds firm when there is no evidence, no applause, no reward in sight. The kind of faith that walks through the storm with the same confidence it would have walking across a sunlit field. This is the faith that does not ask, will it happen? But proclaims, it is already done. A faith is not the absence of fear. It is the refusal to let fear make decisions. It is not blind hope. It is a knowing so deep that even the darkest moment cannot extinguish its light. Faith transforms confusion into clarity, hesitation into momentum, weakness into power. And this kind of faith is only possible when your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in absolute agreement. Let us imagine a person faced with rejection. They have applied for a position or pitched an idea and heard the word no. The average person sees this as defeat. But the one who acts as if the victory is already theirs, they hear, not yet. They hear, recalibrate. They hear, prepare deeper, because their mind still sees the outcome as certain. Their emotions remain anchored in belief. Their actions do not slow down, they accelerate. Rejection cannot touch someone who has already accepted success as truth. When you act as if, your inner world becomes stronger than your outer world. Circumstances no longer dictate your pace. You are moved by vision, not reaction. You anticipate abundance where others see lack. You trust in your power to influence outcomes rather than surrender to fate. You are not waiting to be chosen. You have already chosen yourself. The world respects those who believe in themselves before the world gives them a reason to. The entrepreneur who steps into the room already convinced that their idea will change lives. The artist who paints with the soul of someone already respected. The athlete who trains as if the championship is already secured. This is not arrogance. This is faith expressed through behavior. And faith, when persistent, becomes irresistible. There is an invisible force in the world that watches how you move. It listens to your language, observes your attitude, and tracks your consistency. And when it sees someone who refuses to waver, someone who continues to act, speak, and believe as if the goal is already complete, that force begins to rearrange circumstances. Coincidences happen, doors open, people show up, opportunities align. The world bends to match the strength of your belief. There will be days when your body is tired, when the noise around you is loud, when distractions pull you from your center. On those days, return to the core of alignment. Remind yourself of your thought, the one you've chosen to hold above all others. Reignite your emotional connection to your vision. Take action, even a small one, that affirms your commitment. These are the practices that sharpen the edge of belief. These are the rituals that build resilience. And in time, they compound into mastery. It is said that what you consistently impress upon your subconscious mind with emotion and repetition will eventually harden into reality. So why not impress it with the identity of someone who already has what they seek? Why not walk in the vibration of completion instead of the frequency of waiting? You are not preparing for the thing to come. You are declaring that it already lives within you. You were not meant to tiptoe through life, hoping that maybe someday your moment will come. You were meant to walk with the full awareness that your moment is already here, that you are already worthy, already capable, already aligned with the outcome you desire. And when you move in that energy, the world, slowly at first, then all at once, begins to agree with you. You must never forget the power that alignment and faith give you. When your thoughts echo belief, when your emotions radiate certainty, and when your actions reflect both, you become the most powerful force in your reality. And no setback, no delay, no outside opinion can compete with the person who acts as if their dream is already real. Would you like me to continue with keynotes 5 and 6 next, in the same engaging and intense tone? There is a beautiful law that governs all of life, a truth so profound that when you fully grasp it, you will never again approach your goals with hesitation or doubt. That law is simple. Life gives to those who are prepared, not to those who wish, not to those who wait, but to those who stand ready when the opportunity arrives. Acting as if it's already yours is the ultimate preparation. It is the declaration that you are not hoping for success. You are expecting it. You are positioning yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically to receive what you have claimed in your mind long before the world sees any evidence of it. You see, many people wander through life with dreams locked away inside them, waiting for the perfect moment to begin. They say they will act when the conditions are right, when the market improves, when they have more resources, when someone gives them permission. But life does not respond to those who hesitate. It responds to those who prepare, as if the opportunity is already en route, who take steps daily as though the dream has already arrived at their doorstep. Preparation is not passive. It is active, dynamic, relentless. It means studying your craft long before anyone pays you for it. It means honing your skills even when no audience is watching. It means mastering your discipline in the shadows so that when the light finally shines on you, you are ready to perform at a level that commands attention. Preparation means building your inner foundation so strong that when opportunity knocks, you don't tremble. You open the door with confidence. When you act as if your dream is already realized, you attract opportunities that match your preparation. The individual who trains daily as if they are already the CEO walks into meetings with a presence that naturally commands respect. The artist who creates as if their gallery is already world-renowned produces work that reflects mastery. The entrepreneur who pitches as if investors are already eager to fund them radiates a certainty that others can feel. This is not luck. It is the natural consequence of preparation colliding with opportunity. Preparation sharpens your instincts. It heightens your awareness. You begin to notice chances that others overlook because you are mentally primed to see them. Where others see obstacles, you see stepping stones. Where others freeze in uncertainty, you move decisively because you have already rehearsed success in your mind countless times. Every imagined victory strengthens your ability to recognize and seize real world opportunities. But preparation is not just about skill, it is about identity. When you act as if, you are not just practicing tasks. You are embodying the person who naturally achieves these outcomes. You dress the part. You speak the part. You make decisions from the perspective of someone who has already arrived. You develop habits that reflect your future position, not your current circumstances. This identity shift creates a magnetic pull that draws circumstances into alignment with your vision. Even when external proof seems absent, preparation keeps your faith alive. It gives you tangible evidence of progress. Every book you study, every skill you refine, every connection you build, every disciplined action you take becomes a brick in the foundation of your future. You are building quietly, steadily, persistently. And when the external opportunity finally presents itself, you meet it with the calm assurance of someone who has been ready all along. This is why so many miss their moment. They wait for the opportunity to arrive before they begin to prepare. But by the time it appears, it is too late. The door opens only briefly, and only those who are ready can walk through it without stumbling. The world belongs to those who have already done the work long before the spotlight ever finds them. Now, understand that this preparation also serves another vital purpose. It communicates to life itself that you are serious, that you are committed, that you are not dabbling or wishing, you are declaring. The energy you invest into preparation signals your unwavering belief that your goal is already on its way. Life responds to that certainty by orchestrating circumstances you could never predict, aligning people, events, and resources in ways that seem miraculous. But they are not miracles. They are the result of deliberate preparation fueled by unshakable faith. And then something even more powerful begins to happen. As you continue to act as if, you send out a bold signal that cannot be ignored. The world responds to boldness in ways that timid hearts will never experience. Boldness is the spark that ignites dormant forces. It calls out to opportunity, to favor, to resources unseen. Life respects those who move with conviction. Not arrogance, but confidence rooted in purpose and preparation. Boldness is the willingness to stake your claim before anyone else sees the value. It is the audacity to speak your vision aloud when others are still whispering their doubts. It is standing firm in your belief even when results have not yet materialized. When you act boldly, you engage unseen forces that respond to courage. You step into a current of momentum that carries you farther than effort alone ever could. The world rewards those who move forward without guarantees. Guarantees are for the fearful. The bold know that certainty does not come from external validation, but from internal conviction. They do not ask if they will succeed. They know that success is simply waiting for their full participation. Their boldness becomes a magnet that draws in allies, mentors, investors, clients, and opportunities that resonate with their energy. The timid person waits for permission. The bold person gives themselves permission. They do not seek consensus. They create momentum through decisive action. Every bold step they take sends a message to life itself: I am ready. I am worthy. I have claimed my prize in advance, and I move forward as if it is already mine. This unshakable certainty disrupts the ordinary flow of events and initiates a sequence of synchronicities that accelerate their progress. But boldness requires something most are unwilling to give: full responsibility. When you act boldly, you accept that you are the sole architect of your destiny. You no longer blame circumstances, people, or timing. You no longer entertain excuses. You claim ownership of both your current reality and your unfolding future. This level of responsibility is frightening to some, but empowering to those who understand its power. Responsibility means you control the narrative. You decide how to respond to challenges. You choose what meaning to assign to setbacks. You determine how long you linger in disappointment before rising again. The bold accept this responsibility because they know it grants them ultimate power over their outcomes. They are no longer at the mercy of chance. They have become creators. And creators understand that boldness must be sustained. A single moment of courage is not enough. It must become a lifestyle. Daily decisions, consistent action, unwavering belief, these form the habits of bold individuals. They train their minds to reject doubt, to silence fear, to dismiss hesitation. They cultivate an inner dialogue that constantly affirms their vision. They build resilience through repetition, through disciplined action that reinforces their belief until it becomes second nature. As you embody this level of preparation and boldness, you begin to experience what others call luck. But there is no luck in it. There is only alignment. The world bends to match the level of faith and preparation you maintain. The right people appear at the right time. The right opportunities present themselves when you least expect. The solutions to challenges emerge effortlessly. You are no longer forcing results. You are receiving them as a natural consequence of the identity you have chosen to live. And yet, it all begins long before any external validation. It begins in the quiet places when no one is watching. It begins with the decision to prepare when others procrastinate. It begins with the courage to act boldly when others hesitate. It begins with the inner knowing that you are not waiting for success to find you. You are stepping into it daily with every thought, every emotion, every action. This is the essence of acting as if. This is the power that transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary creators. This is the path that belongs to those who are willing to believe before they see, to prepare before they are called upon, to move boldly while others wait for permission. And as you continue on this path, you will discover that the world responds in kind, not because of chance, but because you have aligned yourself with the unchanging laws that govern all achievement.